Well, hey there. I'm using a selfie stick at the moment. I was just shut my window. I'm gonna be doing a review video, and the review video is gonna be on Estee Lauder, and it was a gift set that I got for Christmas, and it's pure colour, and it come in a red box, and this is the little makeup bag you get with it. And also I've got a bigger one, which is the same sort of material, but it's like a carry case, so like a good like holiday makeup bag or something. And well, yeah, I'm going to be talking about the different products I got in the gift set that I got for Christmas. Extremely expensive Christmas present, and it's not something I'd be able to afford normally, so it was a massive treat. And the money is worth the money. They are extremely good products. So I will be going through the products that I got, what my opinion of them are. I'm trying to do this hands-free, it's not really working. And just genuinely, like, if they're good, if I'd recommend them. But I can already say that the products I got, which is like makeup, some perfumes, some creams and stuff, I would recommend all of them. So yeah, I will start going through the products. The first one I'm going to go through is this little perfume, and as you can see, it didn't last me very long, but I probably went a bit overboard with the use, because you do not need much of this. And it's called Modern Muse, and it's perfume, proper perfume, so you only need a tiny bit and it will go, and it will last a long time. For example, I put a tiny bit on of an evening and I went to bed, and my boyfriend told me he could still smell it on me in the morning, so that is proof that it's good, and like long lasting. And it smells, it's hard to say without it being on the skin, because it smells different on the skin, but it's got kind of a musky but fresh smell to it. It's very nice. I would definitely recommend it. Obviously, I think you can get bigger bottles, because this was from a gift set, as I said, but it's very good. And I think if it was a bigger bottle and I was a little bit less hasty, you know, I used a bit much, I probably stunk of it. Went a bit much with it. But if you use like a couple of squirts of it and you're very sparing and only use it for like special occasions or whatever, this bottle would probably last you a long time. But obviously I think you can get a bigger bottle, but I think this on its own would be quite expensive, even the little bottle. But as a gift set, it was quite good, and I did not expect it to get it in there, because I thought it was just makeup, so this was a little bonus. But it was very nice. It's very nice, honestly. It lasts a hell of a long time. It's good quality. Has a very unique smell to it, actually. I don't think I've smelled anything like it. You can't really see the name because I'm using my phone camera. But it's like that. It's very modern looking bottle. The lid is quite cool. I like it. But it's called Modern Muse. That's what it's called. I think that's quite a cool name. Anyway, moving on to the next one. This is the eye makeup remover, and I haven't used much of that actually, because you don't need much. What I done with it, none of these, because they're gift products, on the back they don't really give you much information on how to use them. But you know, eye makeup remover, you put it on a cotton pad and you use it to wipe your makeup off. It's kind of self-explanatory. But what I did was I kind of foamed it up, because it had like a sort of a foaming, activating sort of texture to it, and it's really nice. The only thing I found is my eyes are extremely sensitive, and it was a little bit harsh on my eyes, but it did remove the makeup extremely well, without much effort. And to be honest with you, even when I had a lot of mascara on and a lot of eye makeup remover, it didn't exactly pull on the skin. It slid across the skin and removed it extremely easily. Even when I had thick, sort of overdone mascara, someone's got a bit OTT on it, but this did definitely remove it. I think I was just a bit too rough with it, but if I was a bit more gentle it probably would have been fine. But it's very nice, just like a liquid, but as you can see it's got a bit of bubble to it, so you can like foam it up on the pad so it goes a little bit further. But ooh, fell out my hand. But it's extremely good. And also, I will go on the smell, I don't know why, but it doesn't really smell of anything, so it's quite gentle, as I said. But I think I was just a little bit too rough. Maybe I just rubbed my eyes a tiny bit too much and they got a bit sore. That was probably misuse. Even though I should know how to remove makeup, I have done beauty therapy, but we all make mistakes. But this is extremely good. It's Estee Lauder Gentle Eye Makeup Remover. It's extremely good. I don't know how big a bottle you can get normally, because as I said, this was a gift product. But as I said, I've only used that much, which is like not even half the bottle, and I've used this about 3 or 4 times, so maybe a bit more than that. So it does last, but then again, this is not a huge bottle, but it is good. Keep dropping it. It does do an extremely good job of removing the makeup. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this for people who use quite heavy eye makeup, you know, like eyeshadows and eyeliners, waterproof mascaras. It'd probably be very good for that. You know, like, well, it's a high-end product, what do you expect, but it is good. And you don't need much of it to take a lot of makeup off, if you know what I mean. You only need a tiny bit, which also shows that it is quality. And put a little bit on a pad, foam it up. It does amount to quite a lot, actually. So yeah, definitely recommend this, and definitely recommend the perfume. So that's the first 2 products. 10 out of 10 for both. So yeah, definitely very good. Okay, the next one I'm going to go on to, I'm sticking to like the creams and the cleansers first, and I'm going on to the makeup. This is a tiny little bottle, obviously, because it's serum, and I haven't used all that much because you don't really need much of it. And I don't use it very often because I tend to try and stick away from like heavy serums, because I don't think I need them all the time. I think they're just nice as like an additive occasionally, especially when it's cold. I should be using it a bit more at the moment because the weather's really cold, and my skin is suffering from the cold at the moment. But this is Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Recovery Complex. So basically what it is it's a little pellet thing, really, if that's what you call it. And you just get some, and it, whoops, I just dropped that out of the bottle. I was supposed to do it inside the bottle. But it just drips, and you just get like little droplets. Hang on, I'm going to try and collect that and put it back, because as I said, this stuff is expensive, but I couldn't, so I'm just going to wipe it off. But basically what it is, it's just like I thought it was going to be an oily serum, but what it's like is it's just like a sort of a gel serum, and it spreads across your skin really easily, soaks in extremely quick, which is nice. And I don't really know much about it because, as I said, this is a gift product and it didn't give me much information on it. But what I'm guessing it is, is it's like cell renewal and like repairs the skin. So obviously probably helps to repair the cells and any damage you have to the skin. And I think I've used it, and I think it just makes my skin look more glowing and healthy. And I would recommend it if you have like, well, it can make your skin feel a little bit more oily with a cream on the top. But I think it's good for nighttime. Obviously it is nighttime serum, and when you wake up in the morning, my skin has felt really soft, and it has looked a bit more sort of glowing. So I can't really say much about it because I don't know much about it. I didn't really give much information, but I'm just going on what I know, that it repairs the skin and probably helps repair like the cells and helps with renewal and stuff. So yeah, it just gives you a nice sort of glowing, healthy look to your skin. So yeah, I would recommend that. I'd give that a 10 out of 10 again. Okay, now this is the cream, and this cream is Revitalizing Supreme Global Anti-Aging Cream. And as I am only quite young, I don't need anti-aging cream, but this is one of the best moisturising facial creams I've ever used. It doesn't have much in it, and it is nearly empty now, but you only need about a pea-size amount for your neck and your face. It is extremely good. It will spread so well. It's rich, it's creamy, it just like moves across your skin, and you don't need much of it, and it does go really, really far. And it's makes your skin extremely soft, feels moisturised, just makes your skin look like a lot plumper and healthier. Even from one use I saw this. So yes, I would give this more than 10 out of 10 actually, because it is very, very good. I would definitely recommend this, and it's probably a very good anti-aging cream as well. But as I am fairly young, 23, I didn't really see much of that because I probably don't really need anti-aging creams at the moment. But as a moisturising cream, it is very high up there, and I would definitely recommend this. Very good. And it does, you can probably get bigger bottles, as I've said about everything, because this was a gift product, but if you use it sparingly, it will last a long time, and you do not need much of it. It is fantastic. So yes, definitely recommend it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's Revitalising Serum. Yes, Revitalising Serum Global Anti-Aging Cream. It's spelled like C-R-E-M-E, but yeah, cream. It fantastic. I absolutely rave about this. It's lovely. I've never used it before, and I've used it a few times since Christmas when I got it, and fantastic. It made my skin look and feel so soft and healthy, and yeah, you know, a million out of 10. It's fantastic because I get very dry skin. And I will have to say in this video, you have to excuse these horrible cold sores I've got going on at the moment. And my hair, it's a Sunday and I'm being lazy. I've not put much effort in today, but this is about the products, not about looking at me. Okay, next one. Now this is going to be makeup now. The next makeup product I'm going to do, I have to say, this is the bronzer. And I absolutely love the packaging of this. It's black on the back, and it is this beautiful gold with like sort of like little bits coming out of it. I don't know if you can probably see this a little bit better on here, but it's absolutely stunning product. And this is limited blur edition all over shimmer. And it is, I use it as a bronzer, but what it is it's this beautiful sort of reddish warm brown bronzer colour. It's gorgeous, and you don't need much of it because it is extremely pigmented, and one tiny little bit on the brush will go so far. And as you can see, the design of this inside is exactly the same as the lid, which I think is awesome. And you get a little mirror. You can see my room with that. You can see my laptop. But yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And it is a very good bronzer. You really don't need much. You only need to like swipe your brush over and that's enough. Is it really good? And when I've always tapped it off a little bit, and it's just fantastic. You need very little of it, and it gives very good coverage. I would definitely recommend this, especially for the people with sort of, as you can see, I've got quite reddish skin, so I always stick to like bronzers as blushes because it goes on my skin better, doesn't give me any red pigment, and it you know, I don't use reddish pinky blushes because I've got quite red skin already. I like to kind of give it a bit more of a browny glow, so it's kind of a bit different. I know normally these things are used for contouring, but what I do with my bronzers, because I've got quite a round face, is I always start with my bronzer slightly in on my cheek and go up here slightly. Sorry, a bit of a cold. Then kind of, if you start here and do that, it gives the definition of the fact that you've got a smaller cheek, so it kind of makes your face look slimmer anyway. So even though I don't do much contouring, I do a tiny bit. I don't do all the fancy contouring because I'm not sure how to do that, and I haven't got the products to do it, because I use a liquid foundation. To then try and do contouring with a blusher, it probably would be a bit too defined. But I am thinking of getting cream contouring products, but I haven't got the money to at the moment. But this, as a bronzer, going back onto this, is extremely good. Beautiful colour, goes onto foundation, even liquid, very well. As I said, you really don't need very much. I mean, I've used this about 3 or 4 times, and as you can see, I've hardly even moved the pattern. I've probably used less than 1 millimetre of it, probably even less than that, probably like 0.1 of a millimetre. It's tiny, but probably like dust's worth. You really don't need nothing of it really to like just give yourself a little bit of a glow. I don't go too much with it, but it's really nice, because I find some you need quite a bit to get coverage, especially on liquid foundation. But this, fantastic. And as I said, beautiful packaging, which I think it means a lot. Like, I know like packaging isn't much because what's inside is most important, but the design of it, I think, makes it look more fancy and stuff, which is nice, because obviously you're paying a lot of money for this and the design is part of that. But yeah, definitely 10 out of 10, would definitely recommend it for those people who like to give yourself a bit of a glow. And it also, I suppose, haven't used it without foundation on, but I suppose if you wanted to use it on like your chest or your arms to give yourself a bit of a bronzy look in the summer, that would work quite well, because it does say all over shimmer, and you could probably use it on your face if you don't want to put foundation on. If you just want to give yourself a bit of shimmer look, warm look in the summertime, that would be good. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it's obviously user discretion. Use it how you want, but as a blusher bronzer, it's fantastic. So yeah, definitely recommend it. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, the next one. Oh, my legs are getting tender because I'm like holding my selfie stick in my in between my legs to have a stand, because my laptop camera is even worse than this one, and yeah, it's just easier to do it on my phone. And plus I have like video editing products on my apps on my phone, so it's easier to do it on my phone. But I don't think this has turned out bad considering I'm doing it for a phone. Anyway, the next one is a bigger like design. It's got the same design on it and it's black on the back. Beautiful. Absolutely love this. Love the boxing of these makeups. They just look so, well, they look expensive, I suppose, but it's just really classy and beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to take the brushes out of this because otherwise they're going to fall out. This like, or they've been used a little bit, but just like these little, what they come with are these little eyeshadow brushes, and they've got Estee Lauder written on them, not that you can see, but that's really cute. Alright, there's 2 of them, and a blusher brush I haven't used yet, but it's a tiny little blusher brush. I'm messing my words up here, but yeah, just like a little one. It's quite cute. I've not used that yet because I've already got some which I use for my bronzer. But what this is it's got a big mirror here which has got like eyeshadow and stuff on it. It's a bit messy, but these are just, well, I've kind of just given away what they are, but they're eyeshadows, and you have lots of different beautiful colours in here. And these are 2 blushes. I could probably get away with using this one because I'm quite reddish toned, but I would stick away from this one as I have a red tone in my skin, because as you can see that's very red, and I use foundation and stuff to get rid of that red pigment, so I wouldn't be re-adding it. But this one is very pretty. But anyway, both of these are very pretty depending on your skin tone, but they're extremely lovely, beautiful colours. And also you have lots of different colours of eyeshadow here. You've got loads of dark ones like this beautiful purpley colour and this grey colour. You got like a nudie colour here, dark brown which I've used, extremely nice, lighter brown, nice dusty pink, light dusty brown. I'm not really sure how to describe that colour, kind of like a greyish light brown, sort of a nudie goldy pink. Then you've got like a sort of a darker version of that, but more browny. Then you've used this one quite a lot, but this is quite a light sort of whitey nudie beigey colour, which is nice for like a base. This one is sort of more of an orangey kind of basey colour, but it's very light. You could use it as a base, just go over all your lid. But there's lots of different colours in here which you can do lots of different sort of looks with. You've got the smoky sort of colours, you've got the sort of daytime colours. It's very, very versatile, which I like about this. And you've got all the different names of the colours on the back, and the names of the blush as well. The Pink Kiss is the one I was talking about, and then you've got the Peach Passion. So I think I've got that right actually. No, I think I've got that, may have got that wrong way round. But yeah, you can read it for yourself if you get it. You've got 2 beautiful different shaded blushes to suit different skin tones and foundations. You've got lots of range of different colours. You can, you know, do your light colours for your day makeup, just blend them in. You can also use your dark colours for sort of smoky nighttime colours, or you can wear them whenever you like really, but you can do lots of different looks with these, lots of different colours to use. One thing I do really like about these is they're extremely sort of thick coverage eyeshadows, and they're very long lasting. They go on completely different to any other eyeshadow I use. They're kind of, I don't know how to describe it, they're powdery, but they've also got like a almost like, they've got a powdery consistency, but they stay on like they've got kind of like, they're very thick, not thick feeling, but they've got kind of a, they don't have a wax consistency, so they don't feel like that, but they stay on like that. They've got like a thicker, like they go on very well is what I'm trying to say, and they don't smudge easily. The colour pigment and everything stays on for a very long time, even with the light colours. The dark colours are extremely easy to put on and blend, and you don't need to do much building because they're very pigmentated, so you don't need to use much to get the look and the design that you want out of it. So yeah, you don't need much because they're very pigmentated and they go very far. They last ages. Once you have them in the place you want them, they don't smudge or come off very easily. They're if you're going all night and you want to do dark eyes, they will stay, they will look good, and they're not the sort to probably run very easily, they're not the sort to smudge or wear off. You know, I've even put a dark colour on my finger before and rubbed and rubbed and rubbed, and even after rubbing really hard it still left a faint colour on my finger, so that's proof of how strong that is, because normally if you just rub an eyeshadow it just completely goes. The lighter colours, okay, they fade easier, but they have got good staying power, especially if you put like the base over your liquid foundation. That gives it a bit of a stick, like a foundation, then the base eyeshadow, then you put like the dark colour or the light colour you want to put around your eyes. That just gives it a really good staying power, and honestly, best eyeshadows I've ever used, and I've used plenty of different ones. So much out of 10. I would give them 100 out of 10. They're just really, really good. And also, as I showed you, massive range of colours, considering, like, you know, some you only get certain colours in them, but this has got so many different colours. You could do so many different variations of looks. So yes, I would recommend this. Very, very good, because you've got so much variation here. So yeah, 1000 out of 10 is fantastic makeup. Little eyeshadow palette. Well, little, I say little, it's kind of medium sized, but it's not huge. You could carry it in a handbag if you wanted to, or it doesn't take up much room. And as I showed you, the eyeshadows aren't huge, but you don't need much at all to build the colours. They go very far. The only reason the base one looked like I used a lot was because obviously I was using it as a base, and it's quite a light colour. Maybe I use a little bit too much, but because I'm going over a foundation, I didn't want to leave it liquidy because I was worried the other eyeshadow was going to smudge in. But minus that, the dark one, I didn't need much at all to do the smoky. But yeah, fantastic. Definitely worth the money. So yeah, very, very good. Anyway, I've only got, I think, lip products left. Oh, no, I've got the mascara and the lip products left. So, okay, while I'm doing this, I'm going to have to just use one hand for now, because my leg is going dead. Okay, I apologise about the lid. I couldn't get it open, so I had to use my mouth, which doesn't look very good. But if you look at the bottle, it is absolutely beautiful. Of this mascara, it's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely stunning. I love it. But it's, what it says on the bottle is Sumptuous Extreme Lash Multiplying Volume Mascara, and I'll tell you something, you do not need much of this. It's extremely thick. I'm trying to think of the word here. Sumptuous, I suppose, because that's already says that on there, but it's thick, luxurious. You do not need much. It really does thicken your eyelashes, and if you use too much, it's just gonna go clumpy. But if you know, you don't need much. That's all I'm saying. But it's extreme. It's in extreme black. I'll try and get this open. I'm a bit hot, so my hands are a bit clammy. So just give me a second. Try and get it undone.